everyone, in this video we will see another program to print the pattern. Okay, so let's see what is the question. The question is like this: you will be given number of rows as the input from the user. Okay, and you have to print the pattern. Okay, so if number of rows are 3, okay, number of rows are 3, then you should get this pattern on your monitor screen, right? In first row 1 star, second row 2 star, in third row 3 star. Okay, but here there are some spaces also. Okay, if let's say number of rows are 4, then again same pattern. Okay, same pattern should be printed, but there should be how many rows? 4 rows. Okay, this is row number 1, row number 2, row number 3, and row number 4. Okay, and here you can see in each row how many stars are there. See, in first row 1 star, right? In row number 2, 2 star. Row number 3, 3 star. Row number 4, 4 star. Okay, so you will say that we have seen this question in our previous video. Okay, we have discussed, but basically that question was something different. We'll see. Okay, here in the first row, you do not have to directly print this star, right? There are some spaces. Okay, in second row there are some spaces. Then you have to print the star. Here also you have some space. Then you have to print star. And here there is no space. Then you have to print star, right? So in our previous video, we have seen this question, right? Where again we were giving the number of rows as the input only. Okay. So in if we are giving row number 3, then 3 rows should be printed. Okay. But here, as soon as we start a row, we are printing the star. As soon as we are starting the second row, we are printing the stars, right? In our current pattern, here, if we are at row number 1, then we have to print first spaces, right? Spaces, and then we have to print our character. Here, our character is a star, right? Again, second row, first space, then star. Third row, again 3 star, right? And same way for this, right? So here, if you see, if we put a mirror, okay, in between these two patterns, so we can see that both these patterns, they are like mirror image of each other, right? If this is like one side, then another side, this should be the reflection, right? And reflection of this here, it should look like this, right? That means both looks same. Okay, just the difference is like there are some, some spaces in this patterns. Okay, so in each row, now we have to take care of what? As soon as we enter a row, as soon as we are coming to a row, we should first print space. Space is also a character, right? This you know. Okay. So we have to first print spaces, then our star. Then again, second row, spaces, then star. Okay. And we have to also take care that the counting of spaces, the number of spaces in each row, they are different. Here, there are 2 spaces. Here, there is 1 space, right? And number of star in each row, they are also not same. Here, only 1 star. In second row, 2 star. Third row, 3 star. Right? So, based on this information, let's see how we can print our desired pattern. So, the prerequisite or precondition to understand this pattern is you should understand how we can print this pattern. And with slight modification, okay, we will see that we will change the code of this pattern and we can get the code of this pattern. Okay, we will just add a code to print these spaces basically. Okay, and we'll get this program. So let's see. So this was the code snippet to print this pattern, right? The number of rows were given by the user and you were able to print this pattern. So if you have not watched this video explaining this pattern, you can find a link in my playlist or you can find a link in the video description below also or here in the card also. Okay. So we saw in our previous video that this was the code to print the star in each row and this loop was basically handled or controlled by the row number, right? So this was the row in I equal to 1, that is first row, I was printing 1 star, and I equal to 2, 2 star, I equal to 3, 3 star, and I equal to 4, 4 star. Okay, so this loop was saying that in each row, I have to run how many times? I have to run equal to the row number. If I equal to 1, then here 1 should be placed and this will run 1 time. If I is 2, then here 2 will come, then this loop, this J loop will run how many times? 2 times. J equal to 1 and J equal to 2 in the same way. So this was the code, right? So if you see very carefully, let's say I am coming for I equal to 2. Let's say, okay, this is done, and I am currently at I equal to 2, and now my cursor will be here, right? And nothing was printed. I came. Then J equal to 1, it will start, right? And J less than equal to 2, this will be placed here, right? Okay. So I am just coming and I am just seeing the condition, and based on that condition, I am just printing the star. So this loop is just printing the star. Now, in this pattern that we are seeing in our current video, here if we see, let's say if I am at the I equal to 2, second row, right? My cursor will be here. Okay. So if I see in this code only, if I equal to 2, I will come here, I equal to 2 will be placed. And this loop will run how many times? 2 times. But this loop will print, star. Okay. So this loop will print star here. But I do not want here star. I want what? I want spaces. I want spaces. And that too, how many spaces? I want 2 spaces. Right? So I want the star. I want same 2 stars that I was trying to print in my previous pattern also. But after some wait, I have to wait. This star have to wait for some time. And before that, some spaces should be printed. Right? So this is the difference in this pattern, in this pattern. Same way, if I equal to 3, I'm just printing the stars. Okay, I need not to take account for the spaces. But here, if I'm at, let's say I equal to 3, I have to first print space, right? Then I can print 3 stars. 3 stars I have to print here also and here also. But here I have to first print spaces. So what does it mean? In each row or in each line, I have to print spaces first. And then I have to print the star character, that means this character, in that row. But the question is, how many spaces should I print? Right? In each row, here 3 stars, then 2 stars, then 1 star, right? But how we will handle this in program, right? So I think you have got the idea of the question, okay? That what things you have to take care now, okay? In each row, you have to take care of 2 things: spaces and then character, and their counting also. How many spaces and how many characters? This how many character? This is already we know that how we can handle it, right? If I equal to 1, then my only that number of characters should be printed. If I equal to 2, then loop to print the number of star should be handled by this only. Loop to print the star should be handled by this. But here, here also some repeated task is there. I have to print the stars 3 times, here 2 times, here 1 time. So the thing is, first I have to put a loop. Okay, I have to put a loop basically before printing the characters. Right? As soon as I come for any row, okay, here I should put another code which should print spaces. Okay, or you can say I have to put a loop. Okay, and that loop should run how many times? That things also I have to take care. Okay, so let's see how we can calculate the number of spaces, the number of stars. Okay, what is the like logic? So here I have written all everything. Okay, now let's see. We are at I equal to 1. For the first time, we are at the I equal to 1. That is row number 1. This is my current row number. Okay. Now I have to see how many number of spaces and how many number of stars are there. So see in I equal to 1. Okay. And see we have to take care in this pattern, in this particular specific pattern, how many number of rows will be given by the user? 4. Okay. That's why there are 4 rows. Okay. So the number of spaces in I equal to 1, that is first row. How many spaces are there? 3 spaces. 1, 2, and 3. 3 spaces. And how many stars? 1 star. Right? Same way in I equal to 2, that is second row. How many spaces? 2 spaces. And then 2 star. In I equal to 3, that is third row. 3 stars, but 1 row. 1 space. And same way in I equal to 4, that is fourth row. 4 stars, but 0. Now we have to make a formula to basically get the number of spaces count in each. Okay. So for number of stars, we know that this will be controlled by this I variable only, right? So this is equal to I. here in I equal to 2, we have to get 2 star only. So this number of stars is same equal to I only. It is also equal to I, it is also equal to I. Right? Now the number of spaces, how I have to keep track. Okay, like basically I have to make a formula which should involve my inputs only, right? Row, I variable, j variable. By these basically by these three only I have to make a formula. Okay, and which formula I am talking about? Basically I am saying here, like as we have seen, to print the star, here I am saying the this limit should be controlled by the I variable. Same way, what should be the condition here? Okay, to print the number of spaces. Okay, so if you observe carefully here, in each row, okay, in each row, four things are there, right? One, two, three, three stars. Oh, sorry, three spaces, one star. Here, I equal to 2. What is the width? The width is 4. Basically, 2 spaces, 2 stars. In I equal to 3 also. What is the width of this row? Again, 4. Right? One space, 3 star, and I equal to 4, width is 4. Four things are there, zeros, spaces, but 4 stars. Right? So that means in every row, I have to run how many times? 4 times. Right? So just for the easiness, I have written the code snippet here. See, in each row, okay, for each I, my inner things should run how many times? 4 times. But this thing which is printing the star, it is running for I equal to 1 times, for I equal to 2 times, 3 times, and 4 times. So before that, my this space loop should be like able to print these spaces, right? So see here, how many times for the I equal to 1 space should be printed? See, 3 times. So 3 times this will run, and 1 time this loop will run 4 times. Then for I equal to 2, how many times the loop of the space should run? 2 times, right? 2 times. And then 2 times they should run. Again 2 and 2, 4. 4 times. Right? So if you see, if you subtract what? Like if I do 4, like what is the width? 4. Now 4 minus the count of the star, that we know that how many times star should be printed in each row, that is controlled by I. So 4 minus 1. 4 minus the count of the star, that is 1 in this row. Then I will get 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 minus count of this. But I will get count of these spaces. 4 minus 1, 3. Here also 4 minus, if I remove the count of the star, that is 2 stars. 4 minus 2 equal to 2. This 2 is number of spaces in this row. Same way, here how many stars? 3 stars. So 4 minus 3, that means 1. 1 I will get the remaining number of spaces count. Same way here, 4 minus, how many stars are there total? 4. 4 minus 4, 0. That means here 0 space should be printed. That means no space should be printed. So can you tell me the general formula? So basically this 4 is number of rows. Number of rows given by the user. See, if row is 4, then in each row, what is the width? 4. So this is row. Minus, what is this 4? 3, 2, 1. See, these are number of star in each row, which is controlled by I variable. So row minus I. So the number of spaces, the general formula will be equal to row minus I. So this is the general formula to print the space here. Like here we have the general formula as I, which is basically the limit. Okay. Same way here limit should be controlled by this row minus I. Okay. So see, my outer loop will run same row number of times. Okay. So here rows are 4. So 4 times this loop will run simply. Okay. So for I equal to 1, I equal to 2, 3, 4. Right. Now let's say if it comes for I equal to 1, okay, or for any row. First it will run this loop. This loop is printing the spaces in that particular row. Okay. So for I equal to 1, these 3 spaces should be printed. These 3 spaces should be printed. Then after printing 3 spaces, this loop should run, and this loop is printing stars. Okay, so for I equal to 1, this should run only 1 time. Okay, then after completing the star printing, then new line should be added. Okay, change the row. Then again for I equal to 2, again first spaces. Okay, then stars, then new line, and so on. Now I will run just for the two rows, okay, and just try. Now I will just now I will just show you for two rows, okay. I will just try run, okay. So see, for I equal to 1, okay, that means I equal to 1. I am here, right? Okay. Now here I have taken one variable to handle or to keep track of the spaces, okay. Keep track of the spaces. That is SP variable. You can take any other variable also, and you will see that you can take J variable also, because this loop and this loop both are independent. Okay, here J is getting initialized. If I use J equal to 1, J less than equal to rho minus I, J plus plus here also, then also it is fine. Okay, but let's see, we can use another variable also. Okay, so let's say SP is equal to 1. SP, this is keeping track of the current space number. Okay, so here if you see, this is row minus I. So my row count is 4 given by the user. So 4 minus 1, that is 3. So simple, row is constant, I is constant. Now this loop should run again and again. But how many times? 3 times. From SP equal to 1 to SP less than equal to 3. Okay, so this will run 3 times. So 3 times what it will do? It will just print space. Okay, it is just like you just press the space bar, then space should be printed here. Okay, so 3 times 1, 2, 3, 3 times space. And after that, this will be like false, and then we will come to this loop. Now this loop will say, okay, I will do my work, I will do my work, I will do what for this I equal to 1. Okay, for I equal to 1, so j equal to 1 to I, j less than equal to 1. Only one time stars should be printed and done. We are done, right? After that, what will happen? My cursor will be here, but I should change 0. I should change 0. I will come here, right? And then I will go here, and then for second row, okay, see, now this will again start SP equal to 1. Again, this will start from SP equal to 1. But how many times this should run? This should run only 2 times. So see, row is 4. Okay? Row is 4 minus. What is the value of I? I is now 2. So 4 minus 2 is 2. Decrement. Okay? Only 2 times. So 2 times this loop will run. This space loop will run. It will print space. My cursor will come here. And then this j will again start from I, j equal to 1 to what is the value of I? Current row is 2. So 1, 2, 2 times this will run. 2 times this should be printed. And then again, my new line will be done by this, and again, the same thing will happen. Okay, after printing everything, this loop will be false and will come. Okay. So this way, this pattern will be printed. In each row, do the two things: print spaces, print character, and then change the line. Okay. So you can play this video again, and you can try run the code again by yourself. Okay, it will take some time to understand these patterns code, but once you are like good to go or good to understand these codes, you will be able to make the program for the some similar type of the changed questions also. Okay, so let's see the code in a VS Code. So this is our program. We ask the number of rows from the user, and then for like row loop, we have done three things: print the spaces, print the star character, and change the line. Again, you can start from I equal to 0 also. Okay, these loop variable you can start from 0, like 0, and accordingly you can just modify this equal to also. Okay, and here you see I have taken only the same variable j for printing the spaces also. Okay, because after this loop is done, again j will start from 1 only. Okay, so both these loops are independent. You can use the some another variable also, or we can take care of use the same variable. But you cannot use I variable here. You can use j variable here, but you cannot use I variable, because if you use I here, I equal to 1, I less than rho minus I plus plus. So what will happen? See, we want rho minus I to be constant now. Okay, for the whole run of this loop. Okay, for I equal to 1, I want this row minus 1, let's say 4 minus 1, 3, 3 only. But if you put I here, so what will happen? Two things: I will be incremented also, and that will affect this row minus I also, because I will be like 1, 2, 3, and same way this row minus I will also be changed. So my printing of this star will also be affected. Okay, and then I will not get the correct output pattern. Okay, you can just try. Okay, so let's run this code. So if I enter number of rows as let's say 3, see I got 3 rows. okay, but with spaces in each row. And if I say, let's say 5, then I'm getting 5 rows, but with these spaces in each row. Okay. So I hope you have understood the question. If you have any comment suggestion, please write down to the comment box. See you in the next video with the another pattern, and this will be another pattern in the upcoming video. See you in the next video. Till then, goodbye.